I put these little pieces of paper here. So if you look at this, you can see like our winter gloves and hats are in here. And yeah, I don't want to take it down because it's too freaking high. But anyway, I put Christmas ornaments there, and then move things around. There's other stuff there, and everything I tried, like handbags, canvas bags, pillowcases, legging skirts. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I do have some extra work that I need to work on. That crate needs to get going. That I need to find closet space. That's my extra winter jacket, and you can see like over here, it's just jam packed. So that needs to be done. But other than that, small but sure progress around here. Small but sure progress. And then this area was looking a little crowded. We have Oreo in the closet because Oreo, well, he was crying when I started the stream, so I just brought him in here. Oreo, come over here. Oreo. Yeah. So, yeah, I put the luggage stuff over here. This was kind of all over the place. It was part of it was on the ground. I tried to balance it on top of the luggage. It didn't, so I reorganized it. My suitcase, my duffel bag there. This is stuff that I bring with me every Saturday. And then hats, extra, this is like spare gift bags and things like that. And then up there is like some of Lewis's old things. That's photos, I believe, and then books. And then basically it's empty Game Boy boxes in there. So what he was telling me was that his dad packed away stuff for storage, Game Boy stuff. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it was separate or what, but he threw away the game, but he kept the box. It was very strange. So this is basically all empty boxes only. But yeah, it's being kept. And then I have that little container over there. Once I get another container, I'm gonna put the Game Boy or the Game Boy boxes over there and see how that is. We got Oreo wanting to get out of the closet, but if I let him out, he's gonna want to come back in here. So it is what it is. Yeah, you can see the luggage stuff in here. So these are just plastic bags because sometimes you have some stuff that you want to, kind of keep protected, or you don't want your shoes getting the rest of the luggage dirty. So we have the travel pillow here. We have packing cubes, packing stuff, another neck pillow. This is my luggage protector over here. And yeah, an organizer. So this all goes together. Oreo, you want to get out now? I open the door. He wants to run out. I close the door. He wants to come in. It's very strange. So yeah, anyway, I let him outside of here. And this just goes in here. I like having everything kind of organized, and this isn't perfect. I know this is not perfect, but it goes in like gradual steps, and I think that's what really matters. This stuff, I kind of want to make it look nicer, but yeah, hard to kind of bag up your plastic bags. Make it look a little nicer when you have several. So this is kind of like what I'm working with. Everything says luggage. And I like it this way. So I want to change that bag. I want to change that bag. What was it? This part. I want to get rid of that crate. That can definitely go. The cats aren't using it. And then put that duffel bag under where that crate is. And then get rid of some stuff over here. And then hang up my clothes. Do you see him? Look at that guy. Oreo, do you want to come in or do you want to come out? Oreo, come here. You want to come in or you want to come out? The life of living with Oreo. So, yeah, it's you know what, Oreo, I'm going to keep it open, okay? You can come in here if you want, cuz it's getting a little too complicated right now. I don't know what you want, Oreo. What? You want me to get out? Oreo, I can't get out of the closet. I'm doing a stream. Okay, I think he backed up. Very strange cat. Very, very strange cat. So, while I close the door again, one of the reasons why I'm closing the door is I want to keep the heat. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? I just closed it. Oreo! Okay, Oreo, I'm going to keep the door open, okay? Oreo, get in here if you want. Okay, closing the door. Jeez. So, Yeah, this part I need to declutter. It's not that much stuff. It really isn't. It's like 8 pieces of clothing. I swear he only starts crying when I turn on when I'm in the closet doing a stream. That's why you hear him crying so much lately. Hear him? Oreo. Okay, Oreo. You know what? Get in here if you want. But he doesn't want to get in. Come on, come in here. Come here in there, Oreo. What? What? Also, I just fed this cat like 5 o'clock. So what time is it now? 9 o'clock. Oreo, come on now. I've been feeding him earlier, as I told you guys. The earlier they eat, the less chance of them or Oreo having accidents in the bed, less chance of the cats puking in the bed as well. So I stop feeding them after 5 p.m. And then if I want to, then I'll give them treats after that, but it's not a full meal. Because what Oreo was doing, and I told you guys this in a previous stream, is he would eat late at night, and then after he eats, right in the middle of the night, he needs to use the restroom, and then he'll do his business, and then immediately he'll go back on the bed, and because the bed is so soft and cushy, the bed sheets would rub against his butt, and that's how we have pooping accidents. So the bed sheets ended up like toilet paper because he would snuggle his butt in the bed sheets, and yeah. So that's the reason why they're getting fed earlier. And Oreo is not a starving kitty, but he acts like it. He acts like he's never had food before. He has the same amount of food, you guys. It's just that I'm feeding them earlier. And because I'm feeding them earlier, Oreo is the only cat, I repeat, he is the only cat who wants to get more food. Not Clinton, not Blackberry, just that guy. See? Just that guy. So that is why he is getting fed earlier. It's just, and he has had 0 pooping incidents ever since I started feeding him at 5 p.m. So if you guys have a poopy butt cat that seems to, I know it's going to be a very small percentage of people, but if you guys have a poopy butt cat where the cat is going to the bathroom late at night, and then after they go to the bathroom, they're smearing on the bed sheets. Being very honest here, this is what the cat's doing. Feed them earlier. That is like the best solution. And yeah, Oreo just wants more food because I think it's getting down to if I feed him earlier, he has more time that he's digesting. And he's like, hey, I know you fed me the same amount and you're feeding me in closer intervals, but I want more food. And next thing you know, he's just gonna want. This cat has a scratching post. Oreo, you have 5 scratching posts. Come on now. So that is Oreo trying to get attention, and I've only been streaming for about 8 minutes, and he has been desperate to get my attention ever since I've been inside of this closet. But I'm gonna end this stream, and I just wanted to tell you guys about this. I'm really happy having these little canvas things. So someone was getting rid of them, and no lie, you guys, when I saw them, I was kind of surprised because I was like, it was kind of like at this expensive building, and I saw it in kind of like the storage area, but I didn't really think too much of it at the time. I was like, oh man, they're gonna toss it out, and then I finally see it, I guess when they have trash pickup day. Some of it did get stained because it was, see, like that one's a little stained because that was on the ground and I couldn't seem to get rid of it. I don't know how to launder this kind of thing. Like, how do I launder a canvas square? Yeah, I don't know how to really put that in the washing machine. So yeah, it's a little toughy, and it has a frame inside. I think it's just spot clean. But anyway, I was like, oh, whatever. It's no big deal to me. But yeah, so I would recommend, if you guys want to organize, definitely make everything in bundles. So this didn't take me very long because I know in my last stream it looked like kind of everything was all over in place. Like this was actually over there. Remember that? So I moved the book, the like old binders or like paperwork and stuff on the ground, so that way you don't have to go back up to grab it. But yeah, the Christmas ornaments are over here. That's more Christmas ornaments. That's extra bags, the game stuff, my crane game stuff, and then like kitty stuff. I forgot what that was over there. And then printer, and then handbags, and then my canvas bags. Oh, this is hard to see. You can see like I have my shopping bags over there. I have a whole bunch of shopping bags. But I'm too freaking short, so it's a little tough to do this without a stool. Yeah, you can see how much taller this is than me. And then leggings and skirt. I have my winter clothes over there, winter gloves and hats. And everything just kind of flows. So my recommendation is organize things. Make sure if you buy these kind of canvas square things, make sure they're the same freaking color. I would heavily recommend getting something that it's like a solid color, because if you get a solid color, yeah, I would recommend that if you, what? Okay, so I would recommend that if you get things from like a solid color, it looks a little bit more organized. And then you can see that I put the labels on there. I just got some cardstock that I dyed and I cut it to size, and it worked out really, really well. So yeah, that is a little tip that I would recommend. These kind of organizers add up. I found out these containers were from the Container Store, and it looks like they were $12 each because the tags were still on at least two of them. Yeah, so when you're looking at 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, that is what? Maybe around $96 worth of organizers here. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like the price of organizers is so pricey. And I know people say, Erica, you're just being really frugal and really cheap. But no, I'm being serious here. Like if you want to have like matching color stuff, and I'm not, and you want everything to match, right? It's hard to go to like somewhere like Ross or TJ Maxx, because I noticed like the stuff they have over there, because it's a rotating supply, you might not find like a whole bunch of sets. You might see like one or two, and that's it. So I would recommend, like, if you want to buy this kind of storage stuff, go to like IKEA. I think IKEA would sell something like this. Go to somewhere like, I don't know how cheap Muji is. What? Oreo's like throwing a fit over here. But I would say go to somewhere like, I don't know what Muji would sell. Muji's kind of pricey for some certain stuff, but yeah, maybe like IKEA sells this kind of stuff. But definitely organize first, declutter. I decluttered this place, this closet several times already, and after you declutter, then you get the Or what are you doing? Do you see him? He's trying to scratch the door frame. Oreo, what is it? I swear, Oreo, you have been getting the same amount of food for a couple months. Why are you acting up today? Huh? Why are you acting up today? Maybe he just want me in his closet. I don't know. I don't know. Oreo. Oreo, stop that. Come on. What? He's not happy. He is not happy. So, let's see here. What is it? Let me see. So I see like a whole bunch of messages were deleted, but I can't open most of them. Um, yeah, he can't get the food. Yeah, just don't spam my channel, but yeah, just don't spam my channel, but I would say give a warning next time. I guess maybe someone got a, I'm not too sure. Oreo, can you please stop that? That guy. Oreo? He is mad. He is mad. I think now he's going to, Oreo, come on. He is the only cat that is crying for food. And I'm assuming he's crying for food. Let's see. No, have you guys seen him? Oreo's like a chubby cat. He needs to lose weight. His vet said he needed to lose weight. By the way, they are getting fed the same amount they have for months. It's just that I'm feeding them a little earlier. And because I'm feeding them earlier, Oreo over here is digesting a little faster, so he wants more food. But if you guys saw Lewis's video today, that cat does not look like he's starving. He is a chunky little guy. He just has a lot of room in his tummy. I can't unmute anybody while I'm doing that, but Arya, what is it? He's giving me that face like you never fed me all day. You hear him? He's scratching. He's trying to get my attention. What? See that? He's like, give me attention. Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think you're muted. I think that your message was deleted. I don't think you can undelete a message. So yeah, just move forward from it. But I don't think you were muted, because if you were muted, your messages wouldn't show up, period, I believe. No, I don't think you were. I think those messages were deleted, but I don't think you're muted on there. Do you get what I'm saying? But I can't do anything while I'm streaming. But yeah, I don't think you're not blocked. I think it's just those messages were deleted, and there's no way to undo it. So anyway, yeah, this is a work in progress. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I think it's not bad. Yeah, you can see Clinton's cat carrier over there that is taking up a bunch of space. He is such a big cat, he doesn't fit in the other carriers. So we have... Okay, I just knocked it over. We have a wheeled cat carrier over there. And Clinton is too long for that, so he gets claustrophobic in that. I don't want to put him in there if he has to go to the vet. So he's going to go into that one for sure. And yeah, that is it. So I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it's going to be, it's not too bad. It's definitely not overwhelming. I know yesterday I did this community post and I showed you guys like, oh, look at all the stuff that I threw on the ground. And that's the way I organize stuff. So while I'm organizing, I'll throw things on the ground and sort it through there. You know, you got to pull stuff out. You got to see what you need or what you don't need, and then just put everything together. And that's kind of one of the things that I learned from if you guys ever watch those organizing shows or like hoarders, what they do. Oh, look at that cat. Oh, hello there, Oreo. He's finally decided to go in the closet. Oh, nope. He's gonna run out. I bet you he's gonna cry. So yeah, that's what I learned from those organizing shows. If you look at hoarders, and what they will do is that they'll have a team come in, and then the team brings everything outside of the house, right? And when I mean not everything, well, they bring out anything of value, but if let's say it's stuff that someone's collecting, like empty bottles, of course you're just gonna instantly toss that away. But for a lot of the stuff, what they do is they pull it out from the house first, then they have a person sort through it, usually the hoarder or the hoarder's family, and say, do you want to keep this or do you want to donate it? And for the hoarders, a lot of the time, they will say things like, I just want to keep it. I want to keep it. I want to keep it. Never mind, they have something like 400, 500 books. They will say, you know, I want to keep this, or I want to look at this magazine. I want to look at this at a later date. But that's the importance of kind of pulling things out. If you are able to pull things out, you can see things and say, you know, do I really need this? You know, do I need this, let's say, piece of paper that was just lying on the ground? Or I found some junk mail that was inside of here. I don't know what the hell junk mail was doing in the closet, but there was junk mail in the closet. And then I pulled it out and I looked at it. It was some kind of ad for, I think, phone service or something. And I just tossed it. So that's when I create these kind of things, it's like I'm able to look at it and see and just work through that way. It is a little overwhelming if you look at the ground and it's all cluttered and it looks like an absolute mess, but there is a method to the madness. It's just that you got to make sure that you go through the clutter. So yesterday I did this for about an hour, And then I took a break because I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, I keep stacking things up. And then 30 minutes later, I went back at it, did it for about 10 minutes, and I was like, frick, my head hurts. And today I woke up and then I worked at it and then I came back at it. This is not something that I can do in a couple hours, like just straight through. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's just because I get easily, mentally exhausted when I start organizing things. Like I'm like, okay, I got to make sure that everything is where I'm going to place everything. But yeah, it's just organizing can be overwhelming. I give a lot of props to organizers because when organizers do this stuff, it's kind of like boom, boom, boom. And part of me speculates the reason why they're able to work so quickly and do this for hours of straight is because they don't have a personal attachment to stuff. So for me, right, I have to think about working with certain things, and I'm like, okay, I know I have a lot of canvas bags, but I do want to keep all my canvas bags because I have a use for them and I don't add any more canvas bags at all. So I have like a full bag of canvas bags. You can see that the whole bin was full. My handbags is at a really good amount as well. And that's all I'm going to limit myself to. I don't want to collect any more bags because if I collect any more bags, they're going to have to go outside of those 2 canvas bins. And then it just gets kind of cluttered. Just like my winter jacket doesn't have any space over here. And over there is like my little possible like donation pile over here. So I'm still thinking like about these 5 pieces over here. And then once I decide on that, or these 6 pieces actually, I'm keeping this one. But yeah, and then I can hang my winter jacket up over here. So my winter jackets are actually over here. Now that I think about it, I should just hang my winter jackets up. There's an idea. There is an idea. And then I got an organizer over here that collapsed. It was a total piece of crap. I need to work on that, but yeah, that will be for later, maybe tomorrow or something. I don't really want to work on the organizer. So yeah, doing it in phases, seeing how things go, and that's important. If you bring in an organizer goals, I forgot, I think an organizer charges for about $25 an hour, but a lot of the times they do these set rates, right? So they'll say, oh, I can organize your place, but how many rooms do you have? How many rooms do you have? Do you have an idea of how much stuff I would have to organize? And it adds up, because if you bring in an organizer, they're gonna say, oh yeah, we should get these bins, and if each bin is like $12, right? You're going to have to pay for the bins, plus you're going to have to pay for possibly, right, the transportation time for the organizer to go over to, let's say, Container Store, IKEA, and pick it up for you. It's so much better to just do it yourself, because if you do it yourself, you're in control of your own time. You can do it as like a little pet project. And yeah, but containers, these things are not cheap. That Christmas ornament container, I think, was like $25. Each of these containers is like $12 or so. Yeah, it adds up quickly. That's the reason why like professionally organized closets are so freaking expensive. You add in like custom shelving, oh, it gets even more expensive. And yeah, that is some spare t-shirts over there. Sometimes I use them as rags, and then other times if the cats go to the vet, I like to lay it underneath in case they have an accident. So yeah. So Kelly does it all at once, or they procrastinate. The best thing to do is just do things in phases. That's for me. And then just work like a little bit at a time. Tell yourself, okay, let's do 15 minutes or let's do 30 minutes. And if you have to take a break, it's okay to take a break, because moving forward is better than not moving at all. So yeah. Yeah, Lewis was telling me, he said, oh, the apartment's looking nicer and cleaner and things like that. And look at this cat over here. Oh, look at that cat. I know, Oreo. Does this look like a starving cat, you guys? That looks like a mad fat cat to me. He looks like a cat who's very persistent about his food. Again, Clinton and Black Bear are not asking me for food. It's just the cat that has a weight problem that is asking me for food. But Oreo, I love you very much. And I need to stick to this food plan because you've been on it for a couple months, and I don't think you suddenly need to get more food, because I know you're less and less active. But yeah, do you hear him? He's crying. He's like, oh, I want more food. feed me. And then I give him more food, and then he wants more food and things like that. Oh, he's like a crybaby. He is a cat that wails for food, and this is how it is to live with Oreo cat sometimes. I just remember he is a tubby cat. If you look at like the video when Lewis met Oreo, Oreo used to be much more skinnier than back then. He was actually at a healthy weight. Now it looks like Oreo ate old Oreo. And yeah, he gives me that look like you don't feed me enough. You want to starve me all the time. No, Oreo, I did not cut your food at all. His tummy is just growing. So anyway, this is a little update about the closet. I think what I might do for this closet is I need to organize this part because this part's a little messy still. And then, yeah, get a new thing for that. Get an organizer up there. Get another organizer for this. I don't like having boxes. I don't like having prints. What I realize for a lot of these professional organizers, and I just try to take inspiration from them, is they like having cohesiveness. So all, like I said, all the organizers are going to be about the same color. They're all going to be matchy, and this Amazon box does not match with that, or it doesn't have, you know, it looks like I didn't have money for an organizer, so I just used a cardboard box. So this has to be updated to possibly a plastic one. I'm thinking maybe a clear plastic one. I know, like Marie Kondo, she really likes having clear organizers. That's her thing. And I agree with it. I think if you have a clear organizer, it kind of forces you to declutter. It forces you to think about what you really want. You can see for over here, we had those 2 poinsettia things. I'm in like this terrible situation where I want to keep it, but then the other part of me says, Erica, I don't think you're gonna hang it up this Christmas, so you probably should let it go. I'm like, I wanna incorporate it into the apartment, but I don't think it's good for this apartment. Does that make sense? It's one of those things. It's like, I know if I give it away, I will think to myself, like, down the future, like, man, I think I could have used those poinsettias for something. So because it's just 2 poinsettias, that's it. I'm planning to keep it for now. It's not like those 2 garlands is taking up way too much space, but. And then that stuff I can't get rid of. That's Lewis's stuff. I don't know what this stuff is. I know this is like kitty carriers down there, but I don't know what's over there, and that's Lewis's stuff. So I've tried to organize as best I could. It is getting there. Not perfect, but yeah. And then those are the spare gloves over there. Those are the mismatched ones. So you know what? I should put this in there or something, or in there, right? Like mismatched box section. There's a thought. Actually, I'm probably going to get one of those bags and then put that in there and then put that over there. Yeah. Catherine has a food alarm. Catherine, you know what the thing is? That would not work because Oreo does not work on an alarm. If he wants food, he wants food. It doesn't matter if it's like 1 hour after I fed him, he just wants more food. So he's the first cat who eats food, and he's also the cat that wants the most food. When I give them food, he runs over to the food bowl, he gobbles food up, and shortly after he wants more food. So yeah, it's very strange. He is the cat that is the first at the food bowl. He eats the longest. He's the fattest cat, and he constantly wants more food. Very strange, because yeah, I think he eats way too much. I think he's just conditioned to be a tubby cat, and he needs to go on a diet, because if I keep feeding him, he's just gonna balloon up in weight, and then the vet's gonna say, oh, what happened? You know, how come he's gaining weight? Oh, it's because he keeps crying for food, and it's been hard for me to stick to a feeding regimen because he wants food 2 hours after I feed him, or 1 or 2 hours. It's crazy. So yeah. Anyway, I will end the stream. I got to organize and things like that. So I will talk to you guys later. I simply want to give you a little update, and I hope you guys organize as well. I know sometimes closets can be really daunting things, and I think it's just important to just kind of keep working at it, you know, keep chunking away or keep picking away at the mess or at the clutter, because progress adds up. And as I mentioned before, whatever you do, declutter first and then get your organizers, because if you buy all these organizers first, right, and you declutter, you might find yourself with extra organizers, and then you're going to have to spend more of a trip to go over to, let's say, Container Store or IKEA and things like that. So if you know exactly how many containers you need, or how much little bundles of stuff, right? So I already knew I was going to have a bundle for handbags and a bundle for canvas bags, aka grocery bags. You if you know you only need two like canvas boxes for them, then you only need to really buy two. You don't need to buy like 13 of them and then just say, oh yeah, well, now I have too many boxes and I don't want to go back to return, so I'll just keep it in case. Yeah, just don't do that. Work on the decluttering first, then buy the organizers, and always be in a state of decluttering and organizing, because this kind of stuff never ends, especially if you are especially like around the holiday season. I told my relatives, by the way, like, don't send me any stuff for Christmas. Like, I do not need anything in Christmas. The only thing I would want for Christmas, well, for myself actually, would be a laptop, because Cleo's getting a little old. But other than that, I don't know. What would I want for Christmas? I don't know. I'll just buy for myself essential oils, laptop. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. That is it. That is all I want for myself. I'm not a person who has a lot of desires. I'm kind of a low maintenance chick. I don't need more clothes. I don't need more handbags. I don't need more stuffed animals. I don't need more Christmas ornaments, that's for sure. So we have so many Christmas ornaments, you guys, just sitting in that bag, not even touched, because we don't have anywhere to really put them at all. So yeah, I'm happy that the Christmas ornaments are just limited to one bag. I know some people go crazy about Christmas. I've seen it where we live. You got people who like deck it out, like they got the inflatables out, they got the big Christmas tree, they got multiple Christmas trees, they do the ribbon thing, and it's nice. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that thing is beautiful, but I don't like the idea of storing it, like the whole freaking year I gotta store like an inflatable penguin just to take it out for a month. I don't know. And now I'm hearing things like in New York, people are actually going around and stealing Christmas displays. The people who put stuff on their in the front of their house, like the reindeers and the snowmen. You've seen those around. Like, people will go and steal them. And yeah, some of this stuff is not cheap. Some of this stuff is not cheap at all. I've seen like $100 plus outdoor displays, and yeah, it just sucks to have that kind of stuff. um a game of Monopoly, we actually have a game of Monopoly right here. Say that, say that. I don't know if it has all the pieces, but we have a Monopoly over here. No, Kelly, he eats the longest. He is the first at the food bowl. He stays the longest at the food bowl, and he also is the cat that's the hungriest. Yeah. So, I would say if you guys want to have a Christmas tree, on an environmental aspect, they would say get a fresh Christmas tree, because you're supporting small businesses. There are tree farms, and I know some people would think like, oh, well, you're cutting down the trees. Here's the thing. There are small businesses in Maine, for example, and they will have like acres of Christmas tree that they grow. They cut them down, and they do, I believe they do some kind of like rotational crop farming. So they'll have like some Christmas trees growing. They'll have chop like a section of Christmas tree down after, let's say, 3 to 4 years, and then while they chop that section off, they're replanting new Christmas trees. So it's like they always will have Christmas trees. They're in different stages of growing. I think it takes like about 4 years to grow 7 feet, but I might be recalling it wrong. Anyway. So if you have a real Christmas tree, it's supporting small businesses, and a lot of the times, from what I see, you can compost your Christmas tree. So you can do the outdoor pickup for the Christmas tree. It goes back into the earth. But but oh yeah, live trees. Well, not really live trees, but the cut Christmas trees. The fresh Christmas trees. Some people can keep live Christmas trees. I remember hearing there's a company that they'll give you a live tree in a pot. Listen to this. And then afterwards they'll pick it up from you and then they'll just reuse it for the next year. And then after about, I think, 4 years, it's too freaking tall. And I think they're just gonna, chop it and resell it as a cut tree or something like that. But they take the tree back and then it's reused for another year. So oh, okay. So get a Christmas tree if you can. Yeah, I don't know if your apartment allows it, but for us, there's no problem with us having Christmas tree. We don't have a live Christmas tree. We have like a tiny, small faux Christmas tree that I rarely ever keep plugged in. If I do keep them plugged in, it's because it's only on for like a couple hours and we're at home. So yeah, if you get a live tree, it's more environmentally friendly. It can decompose back in the earth and they can compost it. If you get a faux tree, I've seen people toss out these freaking trees, and there's zero way that all that petroleum crap is gonna decompose, right? So you got people who buy the Christmas tree, and then after the holiday season, they toss out their fake Christmas tree, and the next year they might buy a new Christmas tree. It's a total freaking waste of money. We have a little Christmas tree. You've seen it in the Lewis's video. You've seen it maybe in my video. It used to be next to my side of the bed, but then I moved it to where he streams. If you look at his latest video, the one with Oreo, you'll see it on like the far right hand side. But that Christmas tree, I'm not going to get rid of it after the holiday season. I'm just going to move it back on my side of the bed. And it's very like understated. I have pine cones on there, but I don't have any Christmas ornaments. I don't light it up, so it just looks like a fake tree. It doesn't scream like, oh, look, she's celebrating Christmas year round. And we got a hungry cat over here again, begging for food. And yeah, so like having a faux tree, if you plan to use it, or if you plan to use it the next year, which I highly recommend, that saves you money. But make sure if you do get a faux tree, don't throw it away. I would recommend give it away at Free Cycle or Buy Nothing group on Facebook. Don't just like throw it in the trash, because I see people put this stuff on the sidewalk. Let's say in summer where there's a very low demand for Christmas trees, and then I just like no one picks it up. I saw like a 6 foot Christmas tree outside of our apartment, I think in summertime. I didn't pick it up because I thought to myself like, oh well, we don't really have a need for a Christmas tree. And I think a lot of people are like that too. And I am 99% sure it went off to the landfill, because when I saw it, it was late at night, and trash picks around 2 in the morning. So yeah, sucks for that tree. Now, if hindsight is 2020, I should have taken that tree in and then offered it to like a local Buy Nothing group or Free Cycle, because now we got people online asking, oh, I've been looking for a Christmas tree, does anyone have a Christmas tree that they can give me? And if I held on to that one Christmas tree, it would have been at least rehomed instead of going straight to the NYC landfill. Yeah, so yeah, it kind of sucks seeing all those faux Christmas trees going up. I think I might have told you that you hear Oreo? He's scratching the doorpost again. Oreo, come on now. Oreo, what is it? Why are you throwing a tantrum at me, huh? Why are you throwing a tantrum at me, Oreo? He's throwing a tantrum at me. He's a mad cat. So yeah, I would recommend. Yeah, it goes both ways. Like if you think you can, if you don't mind lugging a live Christmas tree home, then by all means get a live Christmas tree. I don't want to go on the subway and lug a Christmas tree over. I already have a mini Christmas tree, so that works for me. If you guys do not want to store a 6 foot Christmas tree or 8 foot Christmas tree, just get a mini tree. I think our tree, the little one that we have, is about like a 2 foot tall Christmas tree. It serves its purpose. It is, hello there, Oreo. Oreo, do you want me to do a survey and ask people how much it looks like I starve you? Does that look like a starving cat? I don't think it does. So, um, yeah, I would say get like a small 2 foot Christmas tree. You can find them probably really cheaply. I think they sell some of them at Target. I got the Christmas tree that we have at Papyrus when they were closing. I think I got it around February. It was like 90 or 95% off. It was a really good deal because that little Christmas tree only costs about um 5.50 or $6 after tax. I think originally it was like $56. So it was a really good price for those Christmas trees. I remember it's like I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta buy all the Christmas trees. So I bought the mini Christmas tree that we have. I bought 2 little Christmas trees and I bought a 5 foot Christmas tree. I bought all the Christmas trees that they had in stock except one because someone else bought it. We have the 2 mini ones and the bigger one at the store. So if you ever walk into the store and you see, you know, the front desk area and you look to the left, you're going to see 2 little Christmas trees with one tall Christmas tree. That is the Christmas tree that I picked up, I believe, last February. And yeah, because it doesn't decay, nothing, you know, it doesn't go bad. It just kind of serves as fake foliage or fake trees. And yeah, anybody who hates my Christmas trees, well, they can, you know, they can. Mm, I can't say it on stream, but yeah, haters gonna hate on the Christmas trees. This time for pot, he wants food. I know that cat wants food. He is a mad cat that always he just wants food. He's gonna lead me over to the food bowl. He's gonna. Clinton's not here. Barry's not here. It's just Oreo. Just Oreo. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I got stuff I need to do. So yeah, and I don't know. I probably should go diving today. I didn't go diving yesterday, but I might go diving today. And if I go diving, I need to leave the house. So, okay, see ya.